Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Non-Stop Racing TV, presenting you Vintage Racing Group, live at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm Zach Mecca. I'll be your commentator for tonight. As we're heading into qualifying right now, Non-Stop Racing TV would like to apologize as of last week, 2 weeks ago, saying we would be broadcasting last week. We did not broadcast last week due to technical difficulties and mechanical problems, and we could not be able to bring you the broadcast. So I'm very sorry. That's all my fault. We're hoping to bring you a great broadcast here tonight as we're watching into qualifying here. As we're going to be watching tonight a great race here out of the number 93, Brandon Kreutz, on a 2-week winning streak. Can he make it 3 here? We'll hope so. And happy St. Patrick's Day out there to everybody. Not going to name out specific people, but an Irish holiday. Don't forget, if you're tuning in tonight and you're not out drinking, partying your butt off, thank you very much for taking the time to come and tune into this broadcast. As we're going to put the results up on the board here and let those times flow through for a minute. I do hope my mic is good for tonight's broadcast and the sound of the cars is loud enough for you guys to hear the action down here at the racetrack. As currently we're going to see on the top of your board here, the number 93 of Brandon Kreutz, running a time of 29:106. Going 186 miles per hour around this track. They're full throttle around this track almost. Might have to burp it out of the turns here when your tires start dying down, because this track is a very old surface, being repaved, in the mix of being repaved in real life. It's a very old track, and it kills your tires very fast here. You probably have about a 480-gallon tank of a 40-lap tank of fuel here, so you can make it 40 laps. Those tires aren't going to make it 40 laps. Those tires will probably make it 25 to 30 laps. We're going to head over down to your grid for tonight. starting on your pole here in the number 93, running a lap time, a tenth faster of a 29:106. Your number 93 of Brandon Cruz. In second on the pole, on the outside pole here in second, in the number 02 car, running a time of 29:289. Number 02, Eric Revere. In third, running a time of 29:302. In the number 88, Mark Goldstein. In fourth, in the number 7, running a time of 29:318. Ryan Nichols. In fifth, running a time of 29:413. In the number 07 car, Scott A. Johnson. In sixth, in the number 6 car, running a time of 29:428. Your driver, Brandon Red. In seventh, running a time of 29:462. In the number 29, Jason Burgess. In eighth, running a time of 29:741. In the number 70, Verlis Falcon. Rounding out the last row here in ninth, not running a qualifying lap, starting in ninth in the number 44, Stephen Mazzarelli. As that Ford Mustang pace car will bring him around here on that pace lap, turn 1 and 2, getting ready to see who will dominate this race tonight and come home with the victory. As these cars are coming through turn 3 and 4 here, exiting turn 4, pace car getting ready to dive down here into pit road. Green flag getting ready to be waved. As the pace car will dive down. Number 93. Green flag. Green flag is out. This race has started here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's go racing, boys. As we're going to see the number 93 here take a nice early lead. As going to start getting single file here, as the number 7 of Ryan Nichols is going to fight to the outside of the number 88 of Mark Goldstein. Ryan, number 7 there, not able to get it. Going to run that high line though on the early start here. High line, you're going to see a lot of drivers run that high line tonight. Actually might help save tires and maybe make it that 40 laps in that whole tank. As we're going to see the number 02 here dive down, try to block the number 88 of Mark Goldstein. Maybe even catch the number 93. He seems to just start pulling away as these two, as they start fighting here. We got a three-way battle for second. Number 93 losing a little time there in turn 3 and 4. So we're going to see the 02 slide up just a little bit. He's not giving Mark Goldstein any chance. He says, you want this position, you're going to fight me for it. They're going to dive down into turn number 1 and 2 here. Number 02 is going to get a nice gap between him and the number 88. And now he's going to be focused on the leader, as we're going to see the number 88 now having to deal with the number 7 again of Ryan Nichols. As Ryan's going to look to the outside here. Not going to be able to complete it. We're going to see a nice run again, though, from the 88 to the 02. Number 7 creeping back into the picture here from the number 88. Sees him in his mirror. Not going to let it happen. Number 02 is going to see the 88 in his mirror, bumper to bumper. 88 will take it low. 88 trying to get low there. He's going to get it. He's going to slide up just a little bit. Looks like he doored the number 02 just a little bit to move him higher onto the track. And that'll give the number 88 P2. As now the number 7 creeping into the picture with the number 02 here. He's got him. lost him, though, out of the entry there, as the high side had so much momentum. The number 02 just pulled away from the 7. As the number 7 now is going to get back onto the bottom of the number 02 here. Will the high side give enough momentum here to the number 02 to pass the number 7? It will not. Number 7 will complete the pass. The number 02 is not giving up. He's putting up a fight for that 3rd position. The number 02 is going to complete the pass. And then there comes the 02 again, back on the outside. Loses it on the entry of the turn. Looks like the number 7 will complete the pass. But the number 02 gets the run on the momentum on the outside and gets about his bumper into him. And the pass will now be fully completed. As we're going to see a switch crossover here. Number 02 is going to go from the high side to the low side. Frick up the number 7 there. Try to put a fight out for him. He's not going down without a fight, this number 02 of Eric Revere. This number 7 is going to look to get the run momentum on the outside. Did he just... I think he touched the wall. He's going to complete the pass, though, again. As the number 7 will keep position number 3. As the number 88 of Mark Goldstein. As we're going to see a fight back here between the number 6 of Brandon Red and the number 29 or 07 of Scott Johnson. They're going to come down the front stretch here. Complete lap 9 of 84 with about 40 lap fuel tank. Going to turn 1 and 2 here. We're going to see a fight between the number 06 and the 07 for position number 5, for the top 5 position. As that fight's happening, the number 7 he's starting to creep into the picture here. As he will get to the bumper of the number 06, or the number 6. And now it's going to be a 3-way battle here. It looks like for top 5. For position number 5. As the number 6 going to get low onto the number 07. Number 7, he's just waiting for his move to get by the number 07 here, as they're going to be side by side down the back stretch here into turn 3. We're going to be seeing a lot of side by side battles here until these tires start getting old. When the tires start, and caution will be out.
Talk to me, good footing up.
Let's see if we can find where that was. As we'll ride along here with the 07 as, whoa. We cannot, as it seems to be, something's wrong with that. Huh. Not sure where it is. May have just been a single car spin, looks to be. As the number 93 here, Brandon Kurtz will still lead. Will he pit for tires? As I think these drivers are going to take any opportunity they can to get new tires. As this asphalt surface is like spikes now. You can walk across it with shoes on and rub your shoe against the asphalt, and it'll feel like it's sandpaper, and it feels like spikes. And that would really wear down the tires here, as we're going to see, looks to be everybody pitting. As 50-mile-per-hour speed limit down pit road here. Gonna hit their pit stalls. They're in. The right sides go up. As the number 29 is going to overshoot his pit stall, looks like. Going to have to back up. Right side's down, left side's up. And they're going to go down. And away they go. As the number 93 will come out victorious here. And the number 07. And number 6, 70, and 44. Look to be some pit road problems, looks like. as we have fixed the problem now on the in-car view, as that was a desperate fix. As we are still under caution here on lap 14 of 84, single car spin to bring out the caution. And I'm not seeing any damage out of anybody. Pace car lights are off, meaning double it up, green this time round. As the fastest pit time there for all the drivers will be the number 93 of Brandon Kreutz with a pit time of 14.2. And then the number 44 of Steven Mazzarelli with the second fastest pit time with a 14.4, just about 0.2 off of getting the lead. But his pit stall being so far behind, and him running in the back, not able to catch up, but able to get into the top 5 here for the restart. As now the pace car comes in through turn 3 and 4, getting ready to dive down to pit road. As we are green, as we seem to have been far behind. Whoops. As the number 93 will exit turn 2, seems to be single file now after that restart. As we're seeing some fights here now between the 29 and the 44, it looks to be. They're gonna come. The 44 is gonna get into the wall. He's gonna get into the wall. Will it spin? He saves it. He's gonna be able to save it there. We're gonna see the number 02 go from P3 to P9, P8. Something must have happened to the car there. As we're gonna see a battle here between the 6 and the 07 again. As the 6 will be overtaking position number 2 from the 07. As the number 93 is driving through turn 1 and 2. Just seem to be dominating this race. Has led all 16 laps so far. As they seem to be single file here. Coming down the backstretch. As the 07 just got passed by the number 7. By Ryan of the 07. Yes. Making sure I got that correct. The 07 was passed by the number 7 of Ryan Nichols. Ryan Nichols will now be back into the top 3. Looking for the lead. As there's still a long race to go here. And the number 93 is still pulling away though. There'll be a lot of ground to pick up for the number 7 here. Doesn't look like he might be able to do it right now. I think there's going to be a late caution as we're going to see the number 88 on pit road with some damage. Maybe he was the single car spin. Let's get an instant replay on what happened to him. As he's driving around with a lot of front end damage there. Coming off of turn 2. Looked to be just had too much damage and undrivable. Coming back to pit road, telling his pit crew, guys, we need to fix this. As he will get new tires. Be away. As now the number 7 of Ryan Nichols. Ryan, he catches number 6 of Brandon Red, but has some trouble behind him in his mirror. With number 07 and 70 catching him. His tires may have been pushed too hard and killed his tires. They're going to come off turn 4 here to complete lap number 20 into 21. As we're going to see the number 70 get to the low side of the number 07 here into turn 1 and 2. Can't complete the pass. Seemed to get a little swirly in the middle of the turn there. As now we're going to see the number 70 bump into the number 29. 29 goes spinning. Will that bring out a caution? Doesn't look like it. But his night looks to be done. Let's get a cockpit view of what happened here. Lap before. Caution will be out now for this same incident. Lap 23 of 84. 29 coming down the front stretch into lap 22. He's going to get into turn 1 and 2. See the fight between the 70 and the 07. Going to stay off a little bit. 70 slides up the track. He thinks he can get it. Ooh, 70 looked to just come down just a little bit. May not known he was there. And that will bring out your second caution of the night, folks. As will we see anybody pit here? The whole field but the 88 and the 07 will pit. Number 93 will bring them down pit road again. As let's see if we can get someone. I don't think 29. We're not able to get into the booth here. As we're going to see the number 93 come off pit road again, victorious here. Once again, his pit crew is on the game tonight. They know they're on a possible 3-win streak here. 3 weeks in a row of winning. And they're making sure they do nothing wrong. So we're going to drag the number 7 of Ryan Nichols into the booth here.
User was
Ryan
moved
Nichols,
to
it's
your
Zach
channel.
Mecca up in the booth. You got a copy? Ryan once again, Ryan Nichols, Zach in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
We're seeing you. You're having a great race tonight, it seems like. It just seems that you need to get a little more in the front of the pack here. Because if you're not in the front of the pack, you seem to start losing the number 93 and the number 6 it looked to be. What are you going to do? Did you make any adjustments under that pit stop? What do you think you got to do differently to get this race win tonight?
Yeah, well, when the 88 hit the wall, he kind of bounced off and got rear quarter panel, and it seems like that little bit of damage did something to the car because it hasn't been handling the same. It's kind of tightened up, but this last pit stop we made a little bit of a tire pressure adjustment, try and loosen her up a bit, so we can see if we can get back up towards the front.
Alright, is there any shout-outs you have to get before we put you back into the car?
I just want to give a quick shout out to Anubis Autosports for pulling me onto the team. It's an awesome opportunity to drive these Ford Mustangs they give me. Really fast cars. And I got to give a shout out to Vintage Racing Group for putting this whole thing together. It's a really good, great league, and anybody who's out there supporting me, we're going to try and give them a show.
Alright, thank you very much. Good luck.
Alright, thank you, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
As that was the number 7 of Ryan Nichols. Trying to pilot this into victory lane here, but also knowing that his teammate is on a possible 3-win streak here. But is it worth giving up a possible win for your teammate to help win the championship? Because we also know that Ryan Nichols is fighting for the championship as well here in the Grand National Series. The pace car lights are still on, as they're actually off, and they seem to be not doubling up. So Now they're starting to double up more than they were. As the pace car dives into the pit road, we're going to see the number 93 bring this field back to green flag. We are off. As the number 7 of Ryan Nichols is going to take it 3 wide on the start here. As he's going to get into the wall here with the number 70. And caution will be out. So let's bring you back on a cockpit view here. What seemed to happen on the restart? Maybe it looked like the number 70 just didn't get the start he wanted. And the number 7 thought he could get to the outside there. Pass him, even 3 wide. As the pace car will dive in. Let's get your restart view here. That looks to be the 70 just had a little delayed reaction there on the start. Didn't know where the 93 was going. A little tricky going 3 wide through the trial over here. As we're going to see the number 7 hit the wall. Go right into the number 70. And that will bring out the 3rd caution of the night. Weather for the night is air temp of 68 degrees Fahrenheit with a track temp of 95, which is surprisingly cool for a track temp. With humidity of 42 and the forecast, is clear. As we'll see the number 7 of Ryan Nichols now bring it down pit road to repair the damage he has. Atlanta Motor Speedway is a 1.5 mile track with 4 turns in Atlanta, Georgia. As right now, your summary is leader Brandon Kreutz in the number 93 with total laps completed of 28 of 84, 2 lead changes with 3 cautions, which result in 8 laps. As the 1 lead change will be the number 07 of Scott A. Johnson, as he seemed to have stayed out that 1 pit stop just to lead a lap for the bonus point. The extra 5 bonus points for the standings. As my apologies if it is hard to speak. Very hard to do this alone up here in the booth. As we'll see, as it looked to be the number 29 may have retired, may have given it up. Too much damage to fix, as he is out of the race. As we'll bring you here to our Goodyear blimp here. Under pace laps, as we're going to see the number 93 inside of the pace car. Yes, that is a thing. You can go inside the pace car if you want to. Something the leader likes to have fun with while under pace laps, because he gets very bored out there. He just wants to go out and lead the race. He doesn't want any pace laps or cautions. He wants to bring it around and bring it to victory lane here. As this field has shrunken, the pace car lights seem to be going off this time. The field has gone from a 9-car field to a 8-car field. 1 car gone, not a big deal, but has shrunken a bit. The top 5 right now will be the number 93 of Brandon Kreutz in first. In second, the number 6 of Red. In third, the number 02 of Revere. In fourth, the number 7 of Nichols. And in fifth, rounding out your top 5, the number 44 of Mazzarelli. As Ryan Nichols bouncing back after that big spin there, and not a big a wreck, but pretty big, severe incident there that could drag him down from winning this race. But I don't think anything will be stopping Ryan Nichols in the number 7 from winning this race. As we're going to watch your leader here. We have the driver drop here and watch these RPMs or the restart. As the pace car gets ready to dive down into pit road. He will dive down. And the number 93 will bring out the green flag here. Leading lap number 31 of 84. As we're going to see those RPMs start building here from 2,000 now to 7,000. The RPMs gain quickly here on the restarts. We're going to see a fight here between the number 02 and looks like to be the number 6. Number 02 of Eric Revere driving the Ford Mustang tonight. Currently in second, started second with a fast lap of 29.227 from the Mid-South here. Oh, right around near Atlanta. Trying to bring home maybe a home track win tonight. He seems to have a little dented front right nose. As the number 6 will be below him. And the number 7 of Ryan Nichols now into the picture here with traffic ahead of him, stopping him. Somebody blown up, some smoke onto the track. Will that affect the race anyhow and bring out another caution? That'll be I believe maybe the 88 of Mark Goldstein. That would be. Yes, sir. As he's going to try to limp it around to pit road. Doesn't look like he will have the speed to. He knows he's probably not going to have the speed, and he's going to bring it. So we're going to go back up to the front here. Back to this fight here. Three-way battle here as Ryan Nichols will prevail and get to second place. Now has to focus next on the leader. Doesn't look like that damage is affecting much as the 80 of Mark Goldstein will still be trying to limp it around to pit road. With 50 laps to go here. The number 02 getting third position back from the number 6 of Brandon Red. As he's going to try to hold off the number 6, will catch the number 7. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do it, as the number 6 will gain down him on the backstretch. Get a little draft off the number 02. Gain a little time on him. As we're going to bring you into a crank it up view here, presented by Non-StopRacingTV. That was Crank It Up, presented to you by Non-Stop Racing TV. We'll go into the back a little bit here, as we saw the number 70 get into the wall in turn 3. Doesn't look to affect them much, as he'll be running in 7th position here. Just one lap down. Looked to be he just may have got lapped by the number 93. No, he did not. As he is close to getting lapped. Looks to be about a second ahead between him and the 93. We're going to bring it over to Steve Mazzarelli here. And the number 44 has a little damage to his right front there, as I think he was involved into that last caution between the number 7 and the number 70. I think he may have just got clipped a little bit in the right front. I don't know, on the whole right side, maybe he hit the wall. Looked like he may have scraped the wall just a little bit. Not sure where he would have done that. Could have been on exit. But we did see one on entry. We're going to bring it back here towards the front almost, as the number 7 of Ryan Nichols has a 4-second gap between him and the number 93 of Brandon Kreutz. We're going to see if we can bring you, as the number 93 is just exiting turn 4, while the 7 is just about a little, I would say entering turn 3. Wouldn't say much more than that. He's just a little bit farther ahead than entering. But you can't say halfway, because that's about halfway between him, the turn, between turn 3 and 4. As we're going to bring it over here, as the number 02, trying to creep up onto the number 7, bring you into a cockpit view here, in-car view of the number 02 of Eric Rivera's car. Jerking the wheel just a little bit left and right, trying to keep the car steady, as he will get the run on the number 7 out of turn number 2. Going to the number 7 cars. There's going to be a big difference there between driver to driver. Some drivers keep the wheel steady, some don't, but these two drivers seem to have similar stability. My dad for the mix-up. Stability of how they turn the wheel. 02 couldn't complete the pass there in turn 3 and 4. Now trying to complete it. Again, coming into turn 3 and 4. The momentum on the high side from the number 7 is just too much for the number 02 to complete the pass. We're going to blink there, as some of you may not know what blinking is. Blinking is considered a connectivity issue between you and the iRacing servers, where it results in your car blinking out of this session for a millisecond. Sometimes could be longer. Most of the time it's as mild cases is about a millisecond to maybe a second. Not too much. As we're going to see the number 02 of Eric Revere bring it onto pit road here. As he's going to be pulling maybe an early pit strategy to try and finish this race and bring home the race win. He's going to bring it down pit road. As we're going to see a couple cars pitting here. The number 70 as well. Looked to have pit before him, but he's 2 laps down, so must not be hurting him. The number 02 on the lead lap in second, gave up second to pit, as the left side will go up and down, and he will complete his pit stall here with a time of 15.6. He had pitted on that number 47 here. He will be good on fuel. Everybody else between him and the number 70 is not good on fuel, especially your leader, the number 93 of Brandon Kreutz. He's going to drive it through turn 1 and 2 here. We'll most likely be able to expect him to come down pit road soon, as he'll be coming in 20 laps of tires. As you can stretch your tires all the way to 40 laps, but as we're going to see him come down pit road this time. Is he going to get it? He will. He will get it. As he will surrender the lead to the number 7, Ryan Nichols. Well, Ryan Nichols in the number 7 has not pitted yet. As the 93 will pit. As I'm not sure where he went. Get a view of it. There he is. I don't know what happened there. He will get his pit stall completed with a 14.3 seconds. His pit crew is on it tonight. I'm back to the leader here. Swapped out. The number 7 of Ryan Nichols trying to maybe stretch his tires out so he doesn't have to deal with old beat up tires with 33 laps to go here. As we're going to hear the RPMs go down on his car, I can hear. And he will bring it down pit road. Let's get you a view of how these cars look when they get hitched up here by the jacks, by the pit crew. As the number 7 bringing it down, finds his pit stall, brings it in, into his pit stall. Here goes his crew. Left sides will go up. They're down. Now the left sides are up. Right sides, I mean. Man. Mixing up my lefts and rights tonight. He will complete his pit stop with a 14.6. The Anubis team bringing out the best pit crews tonight. Looks to be. He's going to come out. Be maybe 4th. 6th. Actually, he'll be. Nope. The number 4. Actually, the number 7 of Ryan Nichols will be in 4th place after that pit stop. And he'll be in 3rd, actually. Nope. There goes the O2 on the leaderboard to 3rd. As he will be a lap down to the number 07 and 93 on the lead lap. As we'll see the number 93 going into turn 3 and 4 here, exiting turn 4. As the number 07 is exiting turn 4 too. Number 93 must have just got his lap back as the number 02 now looking to get his lap back from the leader of the 07, Scott Johnson. The 02 is there. Scott Johnson knows he is. Doesn't give it up yet. Now the 02 looking to the high side to pass the leader to get his lap back. He will get it, and he will get his lap back and will now be on the lead lap with the 93 and the 07. But the 07 is fighting hard, trying to keep him on a lap down, because he wants to have not as many people on the lead lap for when he pits, if a caution were to come out. As that seems to be the number 07 strategy, is to wait it out as long as you can. We're going to hear the RPM start to drop. He will pit. The number 7 will get his lap back now. 4 cars on the lead lap now. Number 7 will be pitting. And the lead cycle should change out to the number 93 of Brandon Cruz. As Brandon will come in turn 3 and 4. Number 07 just getting into his pit stall. The lead will cycle out to the number 93. As he's going to come down. Past the start-finish line. And now passes the number 07, Scott Johnson, for the lead. Leaderboard will update. As now the number 93 and the 02 will now be 1-2. And then in 3rd will be the number 7 of Ryan Nichols. Top 5 right now is the number 93, Brandon Cruz. In 2nd, the number 02 of Revere. In 3rd, the number 7 of Nichols. In fourth, the number 07 of Johnson. In fifth, the number 44 of Mezzarelli. As the number 02 is in eyesight of the number 93 here, looking to get his first win of the season here in the Grand National Series. He is only a part-time driver for this series. As the number 7 of Ryan Nichols is only 2 seconds behind them. This might be a close battle for the lead here. As the number 02 is on older tires than the number 93, but the number 7 is on... Actually, the number 93 has the newer tires of them all. He may be conserving his tires for the last 10 laps in case a caution does not come out and results in finishing under green, as he might be playing a strategy here with the number 02 catching him about a tenth a lap, maybe a little less. As we're going to see the number 02 here start to get into the picture, trying to catch that number 93. As the 93 is going to get a little swirly into the entry there, as you saw his rear end. You saw him try to catch his car. He caught it. He's still going, but that's going to give up time between him and the number 02. As the number 02 may be pushing his tires though, not saving them for the last 10 laps, and that could really kill you. Because if those last 10 laps come and you're in the lead by 5/10 between you and the second place car, the second place car conserved his tires for 10 laps to go. The second place car, if he conserved them right, will catch you, and you're going to have to fight him off hard to beat him. And now we're going to see the number 02 start to drop time between him and the 93. Looked to have gotten the wall earlier. As now the number 7 is coming into the picture here, looking for a second place battle between him and the 02. With 20 laps to go. Looks to be Mace finish under green here. But your leader with a 2 weeks in a row win streak. The number 93 winning Rockingham, his first win of the season, and then winning the next week at Las Vegas. Dominating Las Vegas, leading, I think it was 75 out of like 125 laps, I believe. Maybe a little less. Dominated the race. Showed he has the true power to win the championship this year in Vintage Racing Group. With 18 laps to go here, the number 93 still can see the number 02 in his mirror, but the number 7 of Ryan Nichols starting to catch up between both of them. Not letting any of the damage or any of the past accidents in this race. We're going to see the number 02 here pit. As maybe he's going to play a different strategy. Maybe they're not able to make it on fuel, as I was told it was 40 laps fuel you could get in this race, which means if you had no cautions in the whole entire race, you could be able to make one pit stop if you have a set that can deal with very old tires. As we're going to see the left sides go up on the number 02, which will surrender second place to the number 7 of Ryan Nichols. Now Ryan Nichols, 3-second gap in between him and the number 93. Not going to let that affect him though, because he's going to give it all he has to catch the number 93. This seemed to be maybe the O2 pitted because of tires. Tires were killed after pushing it too hard to try and catch the number 93. As that pit stop will cycle him to P6. P6. 1 lap down. Yep, 1 lap down in P6. As the leader enters turn 3 and the number 02 will be in turn 1 and 2. It's going to be a big gap between him and trying to catch the leader for his lap back. As the number 02 is going to hope for a miracle here. Maybe a caution as the 93 now on pit road, as tires must be the issue here, because we're seeing everybody pit now, which will cycle the lead to the number 7 who has pitted. He's going to start gaining his RPMs. As the number 02 will get his lap back. Going to see if he can actually cycle out for the lead. As the 07 should get to the lead here. He will get the lead, actually. The 07 will get the lead. And that'll drop the number 93 Brandon Kreutz into P4. P5 will be the number 02 of Eric Revere. As the top 3 of 07 Johnson, 44 Mezzarelli, and 6 of Red. May try to extend this out. Maybe try to deal with the old tires and maybe try to extend this out for a win. The number 07 will try. As the gap between, we're going to see a battle actually back here between the 6 and the 44 for P2. As 40 laps of fuel may be true, but tires may not be. As that was about a 20 lap interval between pit stops of the number 02, 7, and 93. As I'm getting last, 93, the previous leader, Brandon Kreutz, pitted lap 70 this time, and last time pitted was lap 50, so exactly 20 laps here. The number 02 of Eric Revere last pitted on lap 67, which was the most recent. Before that, pitted on lap 47. So right now I'm seeing 2 even 20 lap tire runs. There's 11 laps to go, and the number 7 of Ryan Nichols last pitted on lap 69. Previous to that was lap 52. So that was a 17 lap run there. Huh. Something I have not seen before. As we're going to see the number 93 here actually catch up to the number 02 of Eric Revere. With a gap of about a tenth, 2 tenths maybe, between the two of them. As the number 44 of Steven Mezzarelli has brought it down pit road and will be dropping down into his pit stall. As that'll cycle up the number 02 into 3rd and the number 93 into 4th. And the number 7 of Ryan Nichols into 5th. Number 07 of Scott Johnson still trying to lead his tires out with 8 laps to go here. Trying to get the win. Trying to break the 3-win streak of Brandon Kreutz. As he seems to be really slow around these turns. It's going to drop down here. As he'll go up to about 186 on the stretch. And he's going to drop it down a good almost 30 miles per hour difference between the stretch and to the turn. As you can hear him severely get off the gas, bring you into his cockpit. you're hearing him fight with those tires. Now he's getting off the gas as compared to the number 93. Whoops. As the number 93 is on throttle most of the turn. So that means the number 07 is actually trying to stretch out his tires here for 6 laps. There's a 10-second interval, which is about... He has 2/10 per lap, it looks to be. The number 02 gains on the number 07. Maybe 3/10. And there's 5 laps to go. And if caution were to fly within the next lap, that'll end the race completely. It'll freeze the field and bring him to the checkered. But I don't think there's enough time between the 02 and the 07 to catch up for 5 laps. But he's gaining severely on this 07 here with those newer tires. As the number 93 will be in third, trying to catch the number 02, but may be lacking back just to help catch the 07 to give the lead up. I'm not sure. With 4 laps to go here, there's still an 8-second interval between the 07 and the 02. I think this 07 may have this race locked as long as he makes no mistakes, as he's going to come down the front stretch and bring it to 3 laps to go here. Caution would come out now. Race would end. 07, if he was not the cause of the caution, would win the race. There does not seem to be enough time for the number 02 to catch the 07, as he has gained 2 seconds on him with 2 laps. But there's still 6 seconds in between those two, as they're going to come around turn 3 and 4 here. Coming to 2 to go. As the number 07 of Scott A. Johnson did start 5th tonight, has led currently 19 laps, coming to the white flag. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. As I think, as long as there's no mistakes, this 07 can bring this car to victory lane here, as he will bring it into turn 3 and 4 here, the final turn of this race. Final quarter mile, I would say, as he's going to bring it down the front stretch, checkered flag waving. The number 07 of Scott A. Johnson will win the Atlanta Motor Speedway race here under the Grand National Series. As your results displayed on the board here, as we will get the top 3 ready for interviews.
User was moved to your channel.
Brandon Kurtz, Zach Meck up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up for?
Well, we saw a dominant race out of you tonight until about the final pit stop there. What do you think happened there, and what would you have changed?
I wouldn't have changed anything, I don't think, except for a little bit of strategy. Coming out of pit road there on second to last stop, we got nailed by the 70 car coming out of pit road, and gave us damage, and we couldn't hold straightaway speed anymore. So 70 screwed us out of a race big time, and you know, it sucks. I'm really ticked off about that one. That should have never happened.
As We had you coming in with a 2 weeks in a row win streak out of Rockingham and Las Vegas. What were your thoughts about tonight's race before you even started the race?
I wasn't that confident until I got in here and held P1 all the way through happy hour. It's very, very unfortunate. We definitely had one of the fastest cars. Our Anubis Aftermath car was so good. So was our teammates. They got caught up in a couple stupid wrecks as well. Same car, as a matter of fact. So, same car that took us out. 70 needs to learn to race, I guess.
All right. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we make you head out for tonight?
Yeah. I want to thank Anubis Autosports, first of all, for giving me this opportunity to drive. Hand Collectibles, Aftermath Home Design, Parrot Firearms, Non-StopRacingTV for broadcasting this series. Everyone does such a good job and letting us race here. Vintage Racing Group, lastly. So, I think it's about everyone.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yep.
As we'll bring in P2 here, the number 02 of Eric Revere. Do you have a copy?
10-4.
As we saw a different pit strategy there, as looked to be you had 20 laps between each pit stop there. What was your thought and process of that?
I was just short pitting, trying to gain on Brandon and Ryan in the beginning, thinking that, all right, cool, I'm going to stop 2-3 laps early, short pit it, get some fresh rubber on there, and just, check out. It worked great till I don't know what pit strategy the winner pulled, but man, that was some insane fuel mileage.
As we saw beginning in the race, it looked to be you maybe tried to lay back a little bit. What was your strategy coming into tonight's race?
Honestly, just wanted to have a good showing for the pipe check Mustang. The Aftermath Autosports Mustangs don't run every week here. We just try to race certain weekends, and just wanted to have a good showing for our sponsors. And I laid back a little bit, just to see, kind of let the field play out, see what what everybody was going to do, and definitely had the car to win tonight. And when I saw the 93 have a little bit of problem, I was like, oh man, we're going to get a good win this week. But it was not to be. The 07 just outdid us on fuel, for sure.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we have you head out for tonight?
Oh, most definitely. First of all, thank God. Definitely allows us to do all of this fun, crazy stuff on the weekends. Thank Non-Stop Racing TV for doing the broadcast for us. It's pretty awesome that you're able to do this for us. Look forward to joining you back in the booth here in the next couple of weeks. Definitely thank Hand Collectibles for everything that they do and provide for us, and most definitely Pipe Check. So nationwide referrals, get us checked out, and appreciate everything you guys do.
Thank you, and can't wait for that. And if you're looking to move and need a new home, contact Eric Revere. He can get you into your dream house.
Definitely. Thanks, Zach.
No problem. As now, we're going to bring in your race winner of the number 07 of Scott A. Johnson. Do you have a copy?
Got you, Zach.
We saw an insane strategy there tonight from you. It seemed to be you were dealing with very old tires there. What was it like not pitting for the last 20 laps of this race?
Well, I knew, unfortunately, I don't have the time with running both series to do anything with the Xfinity car, so I ended up running the baseline setup. And I knew I didn't have anything speed-wise, and so when it came down to that last yellow flag, I thought I would just dive in just in case with the 2 to go. And that paid off, because once I saw the leaders pit when they did, I knew how many laps I had in a tank, and tried to milk it. So I was letting off in the corner, so my tires really weren't a factor. But then when I saw the second and third place car of Eric and Brandon catching up on me, I had to start stepping on the loud pedal a little more to stay ahead of them, and then my fuel economy started to wane a little bit. So I was playing chess with myself a little bit there the last 15 laps.
Well, we definitely saw a good battle between you and a couple cars there. Didn't see you out front much, but you're going to bring home the race win tonight and get that nice winner sticker on the top of your driver's side window. Is there anybody you would like to thank tonight before we have you head out?
I'd like to thank PSP Insurance Services and the Poseida Bar and Grill. And thanks to the Vintage Racing Group for putting on the league.
Alrighty, thank you, and congratulations on your win tonight.
Thanks, Zach.
You're welcome. As that was an exciting race tonight. Total of three cautions, 10 laps, with 6 lead changes. And the number 07 of Scott A. Johnson's going to come out victorious tonight here in the Grand National Series of the Vintage Racing Group. I'm Zach Mecca. I was your commentator tonight. Have a great night.